It is 100 degrees outside, but I don't want to stay in. I want to be out, in Paris, anywhere, no matter the heat. The days are spilling out like water from a glass. I don't want to waste a single drop. I want to drink it all in. Why does it feel like a famine is coming? Well, if so, then Paris will be my reservoir. Today I went to Bois de Vincennes. It is sprawling so one can picnic far away from others, should one wish. There are little lakes with rowboats for hire, lots of grassy lawns and trees. I found a spot on the little islands near a Grecian folly of columns above a vast lake. I had no sooner set out my blanket when some white swans swam up. They came back multiple times while I picnicked, as there must be some greenery growing by the bank that they like to snack on. No matter the reason, I felt it was fated. I was in the middle of a nice nap when I was awakened by some loud voices. Acres and acres of empty lawn, and these loud tourists picked the spot next to mine to sit and talk. Not even picnic, just talk. So I packed up and continued exploring. Like Bois de Boulogne to the west, Bois de Vincennes is considered one of the green lungs of Paris for its many trees. 3 times larger than New York's Central Park, it's comprised of over 2,400 acres. And like Bois de Boulogne, Bois de Vincennes started as royal hunting grounds, this one for Louis VII in the 12th century. In the 18th century, the Bois was opened to the public, but during the Revolution, it was conscripted as training grounds for the army, its landscape marred by forts, firing ranges, and an ammunition factory. However, the great redeemer of Paris, Napoleon III, rescued the park, along with Baron Haussmann and the engineer Jean-Charles Alphand, to breathe life back into Bois de Vincennes and transform it into one of Paris's famous green spaces. In 1900, Bois de Vincennes was where the majority of sporting events were held when Paris hosted the Summer Olympics. I imagine it might again do so for 2024. The northern edge is Parc Floral, and I thought it was supposed to be quite lovely, so I made the long, hot walk towards it. It wouldn't have been so bad had I not inadvertently stumbled upon an avenue frequented by walkers of a different sort. I haven't yet forgotten about the awful encounter at Bois de Vincennes, but nevertheless it was horrifying to again find myself in the midst of it and men looking and smiling at me. My lord, I try to look as forbidding and not for sale as possible. I just don't understand how, despite its thousands of acres, I somehow discover Bois de Vincennes' flesh market without even trying. When I got off the tram, a man tried to pick me up, asking if I was going to Bois de Vincennes. He gave up when he realized I didn't speak French. Then in Parc Floral, a man again, staring at me for quite some time. He finally came up to me and asked if I was lost, if I was trying to find my way. I stuttered no, and he then again asked if I was sure. Is lost a code for some other meaning? Men here are so bold if one is alone. At least they didn't ask if I was selling myself. I'm deathly afraid of such a thing happening. Again, I am not making any eye contact with men. I have resolved to be as unfriendly as possible. Parc Floral was pretty, but not as lovely as Parc de Bagatelle. There was a quirky little garden I liked very much, Jardin Insolite, which means unusual garden. Small, shady, cozy, and devoid of people. Ah, this heat. I have sought refuge in cold mint ice cream and a delectable mint mojito, which makes everything okay.